French green lentils are something I always keep stocked in my pantry because they are so easy to cook and so nutrient packed. I'm gonna make a French warm lentil salad that is so delicious, so satisfying, great lunch or dinner. To get started, let's cook the lentils. So start with 1 1/3 cup green lentils. And to that, add water to cover the lentils by about 2 inches over the lentil line. For me, that was about 4 cups of water. So turn this to high, give it a good season, about a teaspoon and a half of kosher salt, and let this come up to a boil. So while this is coming up to a boil, I'm gonna work on the vinaigrette for the salad. Super simple, really, really bright, delicious vinaigrette. Start with 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. So that's usually about a lemon and a half. Squeeze here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So to that, add 1 tablespoon of country-style Dijon mustard. All right. So we'll give this a little whisk here and slowly add 1/3 cup extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Season with a little salt and pepper. Okay, so just set this aside. So you'll find these lentils called French green lentils. Sometimes they're labeled le puy. The reason I love using these lentils is that they hold their shape a little bit better than other varieties, and they're just so delicious. They have a really nice minerality to them. They're available at most grocery stores now, so definitely keep your eye out for them. All right, lentils are up to a boil. So let's just reduce the temperature down to pretty low simmer. We're gonna cook these until they are nice and tender but not mushy, anywhere between 18 and 22 minutes. Start checking around 18 minutes. All right, so lentils are cooked, drained, hanging out comfortably in a large bowl. Let's get started with the aromatics. So I have my heat up to medium. Add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You could also use butter here. I have 1 onion chopped. Two stalks of celery, also diced. You want to have a pretty similar size dice on all these vegetables. You will notice them because the lentils aren't that big, so you want to make sure they're similar size. And to that, add 3 carrots diced. So we want to cook this over a moderate heat. You don't want to develop any color on the vegetables. Just keep them nice and sweet and tender. Add a bit of salt. All right. I'm going to work on the Swiss chard here. So I have 1 bunch of Swiss chard. Love Swiss chard, really, really great flavor, great texture. I also find that it has a nice earthy mineral flavor, so it matches the lentils well. So what I want to do here is remove these hardy stems. They need a little bit extra time to cook than the green portion. So we're going to treat the stems as if they're a vegetable in the mirepoix as well, and just add those. Let them saute. So I'm shooting for a 1/4 inch dice here. Just slice down the middle, lengthwise. Maybe I'll do that for these two, might as well. So some of these larger guys, just slice down the middle. And then just thinly slice crosswise. This is such a beautiful color. Swiss chard comes in lots and lots of different colors. You can get the bunch of rainbow, which has red, green, white, golden yellow. Just give this a nice little chop. And we'll add these. They look like little jewels, right? So this should take about 6 to 8 minutes for the vegetables to become tender. All right, so for the leaves here, we're gonna thinly slice into ribbons. And when you're doing big leafy greens like this, it sort of helps to curl them up into a little spiral. This just helps wrangle them a little bit easier for slicing. Makes your slicing more even. You're not all over the board. You're in a nice little compact row. So dark leafy greens, great source of iron, great source of calcium. And I always like to try to pair dark leafy greens with a citrus, especially something like lemon juice, because that helps your body absorb more of the nutrients and minerals. So you're getting the most bang for your buck. Which is why we have a lemon vinaigrette on deck, ready to go. So to this, add our Swiss chard ribbons. And we're cooking this until they wilt and become just tender, which is 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. You can see the Swiss chard is nice and tender, but still bright green. You want to keep that nice, bright green, fresh flavor. Okay. So into the bowl of lentils it goes. All right. While we're stirring, let's add the vinaigrette. Remember our little lemon Dijon vinaigrette? In it goes. Such a cheerful color. So this is one of those salads that I think benefits from a quick little stand. Let it stand for about 10 minutes or so just to let the flavors melt a little bit more. This is something that will also taste even better tomorrow, so look forward to leftovers. All right, so we're gonna let this hang out for about 10 minutes or so. So this guy's hung out for about 10 minutes. So let's add the final components here. So I've got a 1/3 cup of chopped toasted almonds. This adds a really nice nuttiness, nice crunch. So give this a stir. And then for finishing touches, 4 ounces of goat cheese. And I've just sort of crumbled these up. Now I do want to save a couple of bits for garnish because I just think that's so pretty, but we'll add the rest here. The goat cheese adds such a nice creamy tanginess. If you didn't want to use goat cheese and wanted to keep this vegan, you could totally omit it. It would be delicious without. Just give this a little stir. Ah, nice and creamy, it looks great. All right, let's just give it a little taste. Pepper. Lentils love pepper. Last but not least, 1 cup of parsley leaves. I've left them whole here, they're not chopped. The whole leaves are gonna give a really nice textural contrast, a little something to bite into. Looking good. So let's plate up. So this salad is good to go just like this. If you wanna make it a little bit more heartier, you can add a poached egg, which is what I'm in the mood for today. So delicious. All right. So I poached a couple eggs over here. Definitely don't forget to turn the heat off if you pre-poach so that they don't get overcooked. That's nice and tender still. Just add that here. Season with a little salt and pepper. You can sprinkle on a little bit more goat cheese for garnish. And I always like to top everything with a little drizzle of olive oil. Just makes it extra nice. All right. Doesn't this look wonderful? If you need a poached egg refresher, just check out marthastewart.com. We've got lots of poached egg recipes for you. All right, let's give it a try. This is so delicious, so hearty, protein packed. Can't wait for you to try this French warm green lentil salad.